Hello everyone, welcome to today's deck profile. I know what you're thinking. Jack, why are you posting on a random Saturday at like 4 p.m.? Well, it's because I have a new setup that I'm trying. Hopefully it works better. You'll have to let me know in the comments. And I say new, but my next couple of videos are going to be with the old format that I use, so it's still a little blurrier. But you'll have to let me know how this works out. If it looks good, because it looks good to me. If it looks good to you all, let me know, and I'll keep doing it this way. But today we're doing a favorite deck of mine, Paleozoic. It's a deck based around traps that turn into monsters when you activate another trap. Without further ado, make sure to like, subscribe. Let's hop right into it. Starting off with 3 of the 5 monsters that I play in this deck, playing 3 copies of Lord of the Heavenly Prison. During your main phase, you can activate this effect, and this card becomes revealed until your opponent's next end phase, and it protects all of your back row from being destroyed. Then, if you activate a spell or trap while he is revealed, you can special summon him and set 1 spell or trap directly from your deck. So this is a great way to kind of not only protect your back row, but consistently get to your back row. Next, the last 2 monsters. 2 copies of Absolute King Backjack. Backjack's effect is that if he's sent to graveyard, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, place them back in whatever order you choose. Then you can banish this card during your opponent's turn. Look at the top card of your deck, and if it happens to be a trap, you can set it to your field. Yeah, that's really it for the monsters. Like I said, only 5. This is a very monkey flip deck, so we're playing 5 monsters and 35 traps. One of which is Paleozoic Morella, playing 3 copies. When this card's activated, you can send a trap from your deck to the grave, and once per chain, when a trap card is activated while this is in your graveyard, you special summon this card. They all get specialed as Aqua, Water, Level 2, 1200 attack, 0 defense, and they all have the effect they're unaffected by monster effects, and when they leave the field, they get banished. This one sends a trap. Any trap, doesn't have to be Paleozoic. Then we have Pakaya. It has a special summon effect, but it also allows you to discard a Paleozoic card to then draw 2. So it's a great way to get some of your Paleos in the grave. Playing 3 copies of Canadia. This is a Book of Moon, and then it has the effect of the special summoning. 3 copies of Oleanoids. This is MST, and then has the ability to summon itself. Dinomischus. This allows you to discard 1 to banish a face-up card, and then it can special summon itself. 3 copies of Lancolia. This card can return a banished card from the grave, and then special summon itself. Last of the Paleos, we're playing 2 copies of Hallucigenia. This can have the attack and defense of a monster, and then it can special summon itself. That's it for the Paleo traps. Moving on to some of the more generic traps. One of the cards that really makes this deck work, Rise to Full Height. On the field, you can target 1 face-up monster in the field, double its defense, but its defense becomes 0 at the end of the turn. You're rarely going to want to use that effect. Usually the second effect is the one you want. Banish this card from your grave, target a monster you control. Monsters your opponent controls cannot attack for the rest of the turn, except to that monster. So it's a great way to protect some of your Paleos while also triggering one. And you're mainly going to have this in the grave, whether it's by discarding or by using the next card, which is 3 copies of Needlebug Nest. This is a trap card that sends the top 5 cards of your own deck to the graveyard. This is great because it throws all of your Paleos. It could hit a Backjack. It could hit a Rise to Full Height. It is just a great card to play in this kind of trap control mill deck. Next up, another just generically good trap. 3 copies of D-Barrier. You can declare Ritual, Fusion, Synchro Xyz, or Pendulum, and for the rest of the turn, neither player can special summon the declared type and negate the effects of all monsters with that type while on the field. Playing 3 copies of Lost Wind. Target a face-up special summon monster on the field, negate its effects, and its original attack is halved. If a monster is special summoned from your opponent's extra deck while this card's in your grave, you can set this card, banish it when it leaves the field. It's a really great way, plus it to stop your opponent, plus it triggers your Paleos once on field, once in grave. Finally, 3 copies of Trap Trick. Banish 1 normal trap from deck to then set one with the same name. It can be activated this turn, but you can only activate 1 trap for the rest of the turn. It's just a good way to kind of make sure you're getting to the right traps, as well as triggering more of Paleos. That's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. Starting with 2 copies of Paleozoic Camber Roster. It's a Link 2 that takes 2 Paleozoic monsters. It is unaffected by monster effects, and you can target 1 set card in your spell or trap card zone, send it to the grave. If you do, set a Paleozoic trap directly from your deck. That trap can be activated this turn. If a trap you control is destroyed by a card effect, you can banish this card from the field or grave instead. This is a great way to kind of continue through, make sure you're getting the right Paleo traps. Plus, it gives a little bit of protection, although you rarely use that effect. The best card in your extra deck is Paleozoic Opabinia. It's unaffected by monster effects, takes 2 level 2 monsters. If this card has a trap card as an Xyz material, detach an Xyz material from this card, add a Paleozoic from your deck, and if it has a trap card as material, you can activate Paleozoic traps from hand, which makes this so ridiculously good to have on your field. Opabinia really makes the entire deck function, in a sense, so Opabinia is great. You usually want to end with this on your field, and a couple traps in hand. Because they are all level 2 Aqua, you can play Toad and summon Toad very easily in this deck. So I do play 3 copies. Toad is an Omni-Negate that you contribute 1 Aqua monster to negate any card or effect, and then you can choose to set that card to your field. Then if Toad hits the grave, you can add a water monster from the grave to your hand. Next up, I do want to play 3 of this, but I only have 2 at the moment. Paleozoic Enumclerus. He takes 3 or more level 2 monsters. He is unaffected by monster effects. Once per turn, if a trap card is sent from the spell and trap card zone to the grave, activate the top card of your deck. If it's a trap, add it to your hand. Otherwise, send it to the graveyard. Then once per turn, quick effect, if you have a trap card, you can detach a material and destroy 1 card on the field. So it's just generic removal, unaffected by monsters. And finally, 1 copy of Cat Shark. It takes 2 level 2 monsters. You can detach a material, as long as it has a material that was originally water. It just cannot be destroyed by battle. And once per turn, during either player's turn, detach a material, target a rank 4 lower Xyz you control, and it gains attack equal to its defense. So effectively, you just double the attack and defense of any monster you control. From the Xyz, but really great card, really great deck. Like I said, very control heavy. There's no combo to show off here. It's just monkey flip. So I hope you all enjoyed. Once again, let me know in the comments what you think of this new style of video, the way I'm recording it, if it looks clearer, if the audio isn't any better. Let me know. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.